What is up, everybody? Finally back live. It's been a minute, a couple days. So we got a phone call just now with bad news. Something you don't want to have is somebody calling you telling you, man, you got problems with the house, you got problems with plumbing, you got problems with, you don't want no type of problems. You just want your money to come. That's all. That's the only thing we're trying to get is the rent to come. However, it's an issue. So we just got a telephone call from our property manager. Said, hey, one of your houses, the water's not running. And it's like an hour out into the country. It's hella expensive to call a plumber. You know, like if you guys been following my story, we moved here from like financial decisions, trying to make the type of financial decisions to take some of the burden off of us every month. So we're trying to save money, not spend money. And so we're going to go out here right now. I'm not going to be able to go live the whole way because you don't have to turn the music off. I'm not going to be able to go live the whole way because we're going to run out of signal. But just giving you guys an update. I'm going to video the whole thing too. We're going to go fix the water is running off of a well, and I'm thinking they just lost like the prime on the well. Hopefully it's not a big issue. Hopefully I can just go right out here and fix this shit. We ain't got to call a plumber because you got to call a plumber, man. That shit is not cheap. So that's what we've been up to, man. It's just, what we've been up to is we moved to Florida, Jacksonville, St. Johns County. We've been trying to get our apartment in order. And then other than that, I've just been working on putting together Facebook ads so that I can get this giveaway for the motorcycle that we're doing. The motorcycle giveaway, I know several people on here already got, they already got their entries to win the motorcycle. But just with organic traffic like I have right now, it's going to be like a slow process. I haven't been not making content on purpose. I've just been literally like wake up, go study how to do Facebook ads. And like I was telling you guys, you can do Facebook ads all damn day. You can throw your money at it. Facebook will take all your money. They don't give a shit. But you got to study. You got to learn the process. And there's a lot of little technical shit for running Facebook ads. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money out the fucking window. I can't throw money out the window. Shit. I don't have it like that. So been studying that. That's what we've been doing. Ice and Blue, what's up, brother? Scott Morian, man, what's up, brother? What are y'all doing? Yeah, we're going to fix the water. Ronnie Poland, Rotten Apple News, what's up? What's up? Quadrex, what up, man? I hope you're doing good, brother. Sorry I didn't reply back to your message, Quadrex. Just seen it actually this morning. Like I said, I've just been super freaking busy, man. Duval, Donnie 904, what's up, man? How you doing, man? What's up, brother? Ronnie said, my well just need a new pressure switch, $40 and all fixed. Yeah, it could be that. It could be a pressure switch. It could be the points on it. I don't know because they just called and told me. I'm like, shit, don't call a plumber. I am going to fix it myself. Normally, if there's a problem, I can usually figure it out. And if I can't figure it out on my own, I don't mind asking people. You know, I'll even go to like a well drilling. There's a couple well drillers that have companies out here where our houses are at. I'll go in there and ask them information. YouTube, you can learn everything on YouTube. So we're definitely going to get it fixed, man. I just don't want to have to call a plumber, like I said. Donnie said, blessed another day with the family. Scott said, is it cold? Yeah, my wife's like an Eskimo. She got Eskimo hat on. Look how pretty she looks in her little Eskimo hat. She's like a beautiful, mysterious wonder of nature. I got very lucky. Very, very lucky. Zabak, what's up, brother? Look up AI programmers for help on everything. Yeah, I know. I was looking at that last night. It's funny you mentioned it. I came across a website called Axiom AI, which is like a bot thing for everything. It's crazy. Proud of you, man. Zabak the midget. Zabak. I'm not sure how you say it, man. YouTube certified. I get YouTube certified at everything. YouTube's like the ultimate university. And whatever you want to learn, YouTube. If it's too explicit, ask your friend. Otherwise, you can learn that shit on YouTube, man. Donnie said, here, your Monday reminder that you can handle whatever the week throws at you. Stay blessed. Y'all want a Monday reminder that you can handle whatever the fuck's thrown at you? I got a Monday reminder for you. Coming to a red light. Let me make sure I got all the comments. I'll give you a Monday reminder. Other than property issues, are you happy to be back in Jacksonville? Candace Cameron, Burt Buer versus Annabella Pink. Yeah, she is a cutie. She's very pretty. She's a beautiful woman. Am I happy to be back in Jacksonville? I miss San Diego, to be honest with you. Like, I like it here. This summertime, I like here because you can go to the beach, and the beaches are phenomenal here in Jacksonville. In Florida, the beach is far superior to San Diego. But you know, my life of being in Florida in Jacksonville was a life of a lot of problems, and that's what I'm reminded of by being here. However, I'm not getting myself into no shit. I'm not around the type of people. Most of the people that I knew, anyways, are either dead from drug overdoses, they're strung out on dope, or they're in prison. Shit, most of them, a vast majority. Like when I see somebody, I've seen a few people since I've been here, and you just start naming names. Oh, that one's dead. That one's dead. Oh, that one's strung out on dope. Oh, that one's in prison. It's just like, man, it is terrible. Jacksonville Joe, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? Haven't seen you on here in a while. Monday reminder that you can handle whatever the fuck's thrown at you. Monday every day. It ain't even got to be a Monday. The reality is this: like whatever the fuck's thrown at you in life, you're gonna handle it or you're not gonna handle it. It don't matter what the situation is. It doesn't matter what the people are, circumstances. None of that shit matters. It honestly only matters like what your interpretation of the situation is. And if you're telling yourself it's too fucking difficult, look, I get overwhelmed too. Like I come on here and motivate everybody and encourage everybody and even have a program on mindset control. But life gets overwhelming sometimes. And when those times come, you got to be sure to like not bottle the shit up and just let it overtake you, consume you, because when that happens, you're just not really able to think clearly and make good fucking decisions. So you can handle whatever the fuck's thrown at you. Like these life things out here, fucking financial things, which is my biggest hurdle right now is like finances in life. Like I got a huge amount of overhead, and so that's like my biggest daily hustle is covering that overhead. But no matter what it is, I can tell you this: I've not experienced the type of adversity of being sitting in fucking solitary confinement, solo dolo, by your motherfucking self, 24 hours a day, with your thoughts, surrounded by fucking people that hate you, security guards, correctional officers, turnkeys, police, whatever the fuck you want to call them. The people hate you, and everything that they come back there with is just vile, nasty, fucking bullshit. I mean, you had a couple of them that weren't that way, but the vast majority of them, because they're on the good old boy system, are that way. They come back there with anger. They come back there with their fucking house. These people that work in there, their household life has got to be miserable, because you can see them when they come dragging through the fucking gate at work. They can't even pick their feet up. They can't pick their feet up. They're all out of shape. They're all fucking just angry, miserable, sad. They're eating all the type of bullshit that's poison in their body, and then they just let all their fucking anger out on all the people that are in prison there. So my point is, if you can deal with that type of adversity 24 hours a day, there's no fucking break from it. You don't get to run out of solitary confinement and say, hey, I'm gonna take a break. I want to go sit down over here. No, you don't get any of that. So that honestly has helped me along basically every day of my life. I mean, like I said, everybody gets overwhelmed. We still go through difficult times. In the end, it's going back and analyzing the bullshit and being able to recognize, okay, look, I made a mistake here. My thinking's not right here. Let me correct this, correct that. If you can go back and look at it and analyze it, then fuck, you're doing good, man. If you can't analyze it and you can't fucking admit it, if you can't be open and honest to yourself, guess what? You're wasting your fucking life every single fucking day. If you're not being open and honest with yourself, like you can lie to every fucking buddy else, but if you fucking just can't keep it real with yourself, man, it's big fucking problems. And you're just going to be living a life that is a fucking waste. You want to see a badass house? Like, watch. Oh, we ain't there yet. Hold on. This is not it. We're coming up, though. I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. There's this enormous house up here. I think it's like 10,000 square foot. Wasn't it 10,000 square foot? That house up here, the big one? It's fucking enormous. It's a badass house. It's cool to ride by shit like that because it really, like, in life too, when we're talking about like being able to handle shit that's thrown at you in life, a lot of your daily life depends on the circumstances, the people, the places that you put yourself around. If you're just around a bunch of garbage every fucking day and around a bunch of garbage ass people every day, your thoughts are going to be fueled and fed by garbage, and your thinking is going to be garbage. And every single day, you're just going to be on some garbage ass shit. But if you really get away from the garbage and you go out and expose yourself to different situations and circumstances around different people, at different elements of life, around different like higher levels of fucking financial freedom that people reach, it gives you like, it opens your eyes back up to dreaming. It opens your mind back up to the possibilities in this life. Like, the shit's unlimited. Like, there's unlimited, and then there's people that got a limited mindset that just believe you're stuck in a position, you can't do nothing else, you can't have nothing else. Total bullshit. Like, you can have whatever the hell you want, you just got to figure it out. You got to keep grinding, got to keep pushing, got to keep believing, and ultimately keep trying when you fail. Like, the only true failure is when you totally quit and give up. Like, you can make mistakes, you can fail at something, but when you give up, then your ass is toast. You just go lay the fuck down in the ditch somewhere and let fucking the grass grow over you. Like, hey, speaking of the ditch, we were out here one time, my wife and I, and they were doing this road construction. We had the big ass truck, F-150, and we had this big trailer we were pulling, and road construction. Like, for the shit was going to be backed up for over an hour, and we had some work to go do out here out in the country. And I was like, man, I'm gonna do a U-turn right here. I went off the road. Whole truck just sunk down with the trailer behind us and everything. My wife's like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God. Because the whole line of traffic is looking at us like, this fucking idiot. I put it in 4-wheel drive. Shit just slung mud everywhere. Mud, man, y'all need to go. It slung mud everywhere. We came up out of there. No problem. When we got to the property, the whole truck, trailer, everything was covered in mud. It looked like a fucking catastrophe. I was like, oh no. Like, our truck's a big truck, it's 4-wheel drive, it's got a bunch of shit on it, but it's just made to look nice and not fucking really go off road in that mud. Anyways, we got a bunch of comments, man. Acceptance is the key. Do I still meditate? Not as much as I need to. Share what's happening, intermix what's up. Sarah Silverman is my muse. What's up? How you doing? Pancake Areola. There's some funny names on here. Tupac, white brother. I used to sing the song, like, my mom used to have drug problems. I've told you guys that before on here. Like, I love her to death, but we all got problems. Everybody's family there's not a family out there that can't say, none of my family's got problems. If they say that, they're fucking full of shit. But I would sing that song, like the Tupac song, Dear Mama, for my mom. Like, this is a sad fucking song, but at the same time, there's just something that's really relatable. I got a lot of comments on here today, man. No longer a black Gentile. Be good to that woman. I got no choice but to be good to her. Are you crazy? She's not going to tolerate not good. Although, I could always be better. I will give you that. It's good woman by your side. Hey, I know that's right. She don't take no mess. Y'all can already see she don't take no mess. I think we're coming up to the house though. No, it's not yet. I haven't been out here in a while. We haven't been here in a couple of months. Cali's nice. I prefer Diego. I was in Talleyrand area a lot. There's a Talleyrand area right here in Jacksonville. It's like it's a what do you call it? Not shipping, but I don't know what, industrial area over here in Jacksonville, Talleyrand area. Life is about finding balance, 100%, man. Forrest Whitaker's Crooked Eye. Hey, we got a lot of new names on here, man, that I have not seen before. Glory hole. You're gonna make it. I got no choice but to make it. You only don't make it when you lay down and you give up and you just say, oh, I can't fucking make it. Y'all pay attention right here. Like, look at this. Look inside this right here, coming up when these trees break. Look inside there. Well, you can't even see the house. You can't see the house from right here, from this view. But that house right there is fucking epic. When you drive by it, you're just like, holy cow. it just lets you know we live in a land of nothing but fucking opportunity, which is crazy when you hear people complain about this country. Because since I've been home and been with my wife, we have traveled a lot of places, more places than I ever traveled previously before I met my wife, my whole entire life. And so we've been to several places. She's been to way more places than me, but nevertheless, we've been to other countries. And while it's nice to go visit other countries, you get to see a lot of cool old history and architecture, especially like when we went to Italy and like Rome, like to see the Colosseum, the cobblestone streets, the buildings. You get to see a lot of cool ass shit. Spain, there was a lot of cool shit. But I can tell you this, the shit is not like America at all. Like the conveniences that we have, the endless opportunity, endless fucking opportunity. All you got to do right now is get on your phone and you can make money all type 1,000, 100,000 fucking different ways. Now, that doesn't mean they're all get rich quick schemes. That doesn't mean that you're just going to get on your phone and find you a hustle. Like one thing that I'm going to do soon is when I get things more mapped out and organized is read audiobooks for Amazon. Like they will pay you to go online. You go to ACX, which is Amazon's Audible website, where you can actually, you audition your voice. You just go on there, read like an audition. And if the people like your voice, they'll pay you a couple different ways. Number one, you can split the commission from the book with the author 50-50. Every time the damn book sells, you get 50% of what the author gets. Or they'll just pay you a flat fee. And I think there might be a back end way that you can get paid, like, on the back end if the book does really well. Nevertheless, all you're doing is sitting there reading. Just reading. If you got a voice for it. So my point is, there's fucking endless opportunity out here. Endless opportunity. So where we're going right now, we're headed to out by Keystone Heights. But right before my wife and I left, I'm trying to talk as much as I can because we may run out of signal in a little while, guys. Right before my wife and I left Florida the last time, and we went back to California. So we really live in California, but we came here, we bought some properties here. We considered like transplanting back to the East Coast, but we were just like, fuck, we miss our house. So we went back home, and then we just made the financial decision to come back to the East Coast. But before we left, we went and picked up my nephews, mine and her nephews. We take the little kids, like, we've done a lot of shit with them. We've taken them across the country. We've taken them to a whole bunch of different states. And so my wife was like, we need to take them on an airboat ride because they've never been on an airboat. And plus my wife wanted to see alligators. Fuck, we're in Florida. There's alligators everywhere. There's alligators everywhere. Like when I was a kid living here, I lived by the airport in Jacksonville on the backside in the like wooded area. There was alligators in the yard. Like I have caught alligators in a ditch and would tape their mouth up and let them play in the yard. And the dogs would like chase them around and shit. So we're thinking we're going to go on an airboat ride. They even advertise it on there. They don't say you're definitely going to see gators, but they say you could. We go to the airboat. We got, how many kids we have? 3? We had 3 nephews with us. We get on the airboat ride and we take off. We're riding on this river right here. This is near St. Augustine. So we're riding, and the guy tells us, look, if it starts to rain, it's an hour-long ride. If it starts to rain, you're going to get a little bit wet. If it starts to rain a lot, you're going to get a lot wet. The man said you're going to get a lot wet because he is not going back. We're going to go for the whole ride. We're like, okay, whatever. We're already on the boat, right? So we're going, man, not but a few minutes into the fucking ride, it starts raining. Not only does it start raining, but it's fucking cold. And we're sitting in the very front row of the airboat because we got the kids up front so we get the good view. We're getting hammered, pelted. Like we're just like, oh God, we're getting hammered with this rain. And it's fucking cold. Like within a few minutes, we were drenched, like fully 100% soaked head to toe. No part of your body's dry. Zero. And the kids are over there, they're like shivering. The littlest kid, he was not happy. He's like 3 years old. He was ready to get the hell out of there. But we couldn't do nothing. We just had to keep going. We seen 0 gators, no alligators whatsoever. It was fucking raining the whole time. It rained almost the entire trip. Now, for her and I, we're understanding like this fucking weather. That doesn't mean I would never ride an airboat again, because we understand it is. The kids probably will never ever get. I think they're traumatized from airboat. They probably will never ever would get back on an airboat again, like because they don't understand like weather. Like it's uncontrollable. You went out. It's fucking would have been fun. It would have been cool, but we got caught in weather. Like, what do you do? The kids were not happy about that shit. It was just like, nope, no, thank you. So that was right before we left to go back to Florida. Man, we got a good turnout on this live, surprisingly well. So for everybody that's on here, I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you for jumping on. Thank you for looking at my beautiful wife and commenting on her beautiful face. I try to get her on video, and she was just like, I don't want to be on video. And I try to respect that as much as possible because it's just not her thing. She's not comfortable with it. However, I do know this. If she just sat beside me like that, right, like she's doing right now, like a beautiful little princess, statuesque princess, my channel would skyrocket. They'd be like, oh, we're going to go see her. We'll listen to him talk, and we can look at her. Right? Will Pruitt. Hey, you're exactly right, man. Quadrate sounds said it sounds like typical day in Ireland, except for the Gators part. No donating to gossip or entertainment for me. Where the pythons at? They're down south, man. They probably are starting to migrate up this way too, man. People get these big ass snakes. I hate snakes. I have an extreme. I'm not scared of anything, a person, a place, any fucking thing. Scared wise, like fucking real scared, except for snakes. There's a motherfucking snake. I'm either trying to kill it or get away from it. And in the process of trying to kill it, I'm trying to get away from it. Like, I do not like snakes whatsoever. There's not a single snake alive that I think's a good snake. The only good snake is a dead snake. However, what happens is in Florida, a ton of people buy these damn pythons. Yeah, phobia. Like literally a phobia for real. These people buy these pythons thinking, oh, it's all cool and I'm going to get me a big snake. And they walk around with them and shit. And next thing you know, the damn thing's way too damn big. And they turn them loose in the wild. Well, that thing's going to go out there and eat shit. And the next thing you know is breeding. They have a huge problem with that in Florida, especially South Florida. And I want to say that I even heard they got anacondas down there. Did you hear that? I'm not sure about that. You see my guy, Quadrex. Enter to win the bike. Because as soon, listen, if you're watching right now, that link, FYTON.org, we're about to have a bunch of new merch on there. However, and then, but I'm about to be running ads to Facebook. I'm going to be putting my giveaway in front of hundreds of thousands of people on Facebook. And when that happens, them tickers are gone. Like, I can't snap my finger very good right now. There you go. They're going to be going like that because it's all just a numbers game, really. And so my point is, if you're trying to win that bike, which is really a no-brainer right now because it's $35 right now to enter to win the bike. When I start running ads, the price is going back up. The price is going to go back up, and they're going to get snapped up really quick. I mean, look at all the people that are running ads right now on Facebook. When you go on Facebook, anybody goes on there, you always see these ads where they're giving away big trucks, big cars. They're giving away motorcycles. There's always a bunch of ads, right? And so my point to that is, when you see how many people are giving shit away, and like some of it is like extremely expensive shit, well over $100,000 vehicles, that's because people are entering to win these things. Like you can't just keep giving that type of shit away, that type of money away for free. It just doesn't work. Plus you got to pay to run the ads. It's because people are entering to win. So if you guys haven't done it, you better jump on it because that shit's going to go. The Lucky, what's up, man? They make nice shoes and handbags. Yeah, Gators do, for sure. Poisonous snakes and spiders freak me out. Yeah, man. Thank you. And no donating to gossip or entertainment. I appreciate that, man. I just went on an airboat ride in the Everglades. Oh, yeah. See, the Everglades is where it's at. That's better than Jacksonville. Anthony Garcia, hometown, checking in. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. How's the weather over there? It's cold over here. My wife's like, I don't like this cold. Look, she got an Eskimo hat on. You will not have to wear that in San Diego. Is the weather nice over there, man? Where's she from? She's from this mysterious island. Like, there's not many people from there. They're very unique people. And like, if you find a woman from this island, you have to capture her. First, you got to capture her heart, and then you got to feed her mind with all of the complexities of love, so that she's just enraptured by your love forever, and she'll never ever escape your grasp, because like they're rare. It's like a needle in a haystack. You got a better chance of finding a needle in a haystack than a person or woman from where my wife is from. She's from Thailand. She'd hate Irish weather. Big respect to you and your awesome wife. Appreciate you, brother. Well, hopefully when we go to Ireland, the weather's nice, because that's definitely one of the places that I've always wanted to go. Even Iceland, Greenland. Definitely want to go to like France, England, Thailand, where my wife's from. She moved here when she was a little kid. She's been over there to visit a couple of times, but we have never been together. But I definitely would like to go visit. I know all the videos and the pictures that I see from there. Like, that place has got some extremely beautiful waterfalls, mountains. I don't know how big mountains are, but from the video, they look pretty big. But just the scenery of being outside. I like to be outside a lot, and that shit is fucking beautiful over there. So I definitely got to go there one day. So who's in the back seat? Thor. They're talking to you, buddy. They want to know who's back there. They said, who's back there? Thor he's a very famous dog. Him and his little brother. So my wife has a channel. My wife has a channel on YouTube. She just started it. And it's actually pretty entertaining. She does really good videos with it. I think she's got a little over 400, pushing 500 subscribers. And she's only been doing it for like a month. She's starting to get a lot of views. She does shorts right now. But his name is Thor. And there's another one back there. His name's Rocky. He's got too much fur. It's hard for him to walk. Let me see. Rocky, where you at, boy? Thor, they say hello to you. Here comes Rocky. Look at this he's like an apparition. He's just like, no, Thor has the best personality. The other one's got the best fur. But they're both super cute dogs. She had their tails colored. There's a guy in San Diego, Gabriel Phytosa. He owns a grooming place in San Diego, but he actually was on a TV show, a dog grooming TV show. And he turns dogs into like a giraffe, like when he colors them. The dude is super talented. He turned one dog. It was like a white dog, and then he colored a goldfish coming up the back of the dog, and it had his mouth open. So it looked like there was a goldfish attached to the dog eating the dog. It was super, super cool. Like, that guy's super talented, man. Yeah, for sure. We still got good signal. Yeah, they are. They're cool little dogs, especially Thor. He's a super happy dog. They're actually both pretty happy. Pretty cool little dogs. Support and share the giveaway with your friends. Absolutely, man. Yeah, you guys definitely do that. They're so cute. I miss my boy so much. Remember I told you we had to put him. I think I seen that on Facebook. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's a hard one right there. That's yeah, I can't even imagine. That's a brutal one. 17-year-old Chihuahua. Yeah. Ooh, that's about, like, typically dogs live 15, 16, 17 years. Well, our dogs right now are 3 years old. It'd be a sad day if we don't have them little puppies no more. Sad, sad day. We'll just have to replace them, though. You just go buy another one. I'm just playing. My wife does not like when I joke like that. I am just joking, though. You can't replace something that you love. Like, there's no replacement for it. And your animals become like your family, your kids. Unless you're just a cold-hearted person. You just got an animal for I don't know what reason. So hopefully we can fix the water pump at the property today. And we don't have to come out of pocket except for gas money and maybe a couple little pieces at the hardware store. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad day for our rental business. This is our second month of having the places rented. Um, there's two houses that we have. The bigger of the two houses has like, it needs a lot more. It still needs more work. I mean, it's rentable. Obviously, we got somebody living in it, but it definitely needs more work. But when we were here, we were just running out of time and it was getting very expensive. So we were just trying to recoup some of our money and not have the overhead of paying for those houses rather than renting them. So we just put them up both for rent. And the bigger one definitely needs some more work. So we're going to be doing that while we're here. And possibly, hopefully, we're going to be looking for more properties here really soon. Definitely part of your family like a child. Yeah, 100%. I really hope it goes smoothly for you today. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Bit of good luck. You sent me some Irish good luck. Y'all see it? They got lucky. The lucky, what is that thing called again? The clover, man. The 4-leaf clover. When I was a little kid, I would always pick through the clovers in the grass outside trying to find the 4-leaf clover. I would look for hours. Just down there digging through clovers, trying to find the clover, man. Really, that's what it's like in life too. It's funny, like you just got to dig through life and keep searching and searching and searching. Unless, if you're content with, then there's nothing wrong with it. Like my wife, she's got a really good career. She built it herself. There's no searching. Like you go to school and then you get a job and you perform and you do good and it works out. Unless you're just not a good worker. But for her, it's been really good. She loves her career. But for somebody like myself that doesn't really have that option, you got to go out and you just keep searching and searching and searching. And then even if you do have a career like my wife has, there's always room to do more. And unless you just become content. And for me, I feel like becoming content, you're letting life just grab a hold of you and strangle life out of you, because there's so much more to do and experience and grow. And plus, not only that, but along your journey while you're growing and experiencing and doing things, who knows who else you're fucking helping along the way. Like you might inspire somebody. You might turn somebody's life around just because they see how hungry you are at pursuing life and building a better life every day, becoming a better person every day. You just might inspire somebody that was going to throw their whole fucking life away and they turn themselves around. Like you don't ever know who you're fucking touching in life, who you're encouraging, who you're pulling out of a dark fucking pit. Like, to me, that's like the ultimate payback. And you don't even know it sometimes. You might be doing something for somebody and never ever know it in life. But the universe knows it, because the universe comes back and repays you. The universe comes back and gives you a big fat hug. So this is why it's very important to just try to be the best person that you possibly can. And everybody falls short of it, myself included. I fall way short of it. But being able to admit it, that you fall short, and then striving to correct that and become a better person, again, is like an ultimate goal. Hey, I appreciate it, Quadrex. The Wire, 100% correct, man. Like, I've gone back and forth, man, too, with what type of YouTube content to make. And I always lead back to these type of conversations where sharing my thoughts, my opinions, my experiences, my realities, and what I know I've gone through and how I was able to make it through shit and how I still continue to make it through shit, even with the odds stacked against me. Like right now, the odds are stacked against me. I got a lot to do and fucking build right now. And I know that even as difficult as it is right now, if I didn't have the mindset that I have right now, I'd have fucking gave up and fucking who knows what. Like, who fucking knows? But so in debating about what type of content, the one thing I know is there's always more to do in life. There's always another direction to take. There's always another extra step to take. There's always ways to fucking improve and do a little bit more. And so for me, it's always trying to figure something else out. And that's what I like sharing with you guys. And so I just, in my studying to do my Facebook ads, I'm still putting together the exact type of content. And I can't hammer down just one solid thing. So for me, it's just going to be sharing what I'm doing with you guys, the different ways to make money, the different ways to keep your mindset on path or on, on the right track. And if it isn't on the right track, get it on the right track, because I'm always going to be putting out mindset material that's like self-help material, self-betterment. Sometimes shy away when you set stuff and self-help, like, oh, nothing's wrong with me. That's They don't want to be honest and openly admit it. Man, motherfucker, it's hard. Because look, going to school, we're not taught, and still to this day, kids are barely taught mindset stuff. You're taught math, science, geography, reading. You need all that shit. But the biggest thing in life that's going to carry you the furthest is your fucking mindset. You can know all the math in the world. You can be a fucking genius. And if your mindset is not in the proper place, when life throws a big pile of shit upside your head and you can't mathematically figure out how to wipe it off and keep it moving, then what? Then you're looking like a fucking real ass with a big pile of shit on your head. You're trying to compute a bunch of numbers to figure out how to wipe this shit off, but it is not working. And so a big part of school curriculum should be teaching children, like, as you grow, never stop growing your mind. Like, we're fucking taught, hey, you're 18, go out, get a job, go to college, get a career, get a family, put a fence around your house, live there, work till you're fucking 65, retire, and die. The fuck? It's stupid. I've told you guys many a times, they do studies on, like, people. They grow up in this little bitty circle. They find their spouse, if that's their thing. They build their life. They stay in this little bitty circle. They don't travel out of it. They raise their children there. They work there, and they fucking die there. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, look at this. To me, go out and see the fucking world. There's a bunch of shit to go see. There's a bunch of things to do. There's a bunch of opportunities. There's people to meet. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm a shining example of, you can go out and do things, connect with people. You don't even got to fucking have money to do the things. Like, you can literally, just as a side hustle, doesn't mean you're going to get rich, but who can't use an extra few dollars? Like, unless you're fucking pushing multi-millionaire, 100-millionaire, then that's a different story. But for the average person, everybody could use a little bit of extra money. I mean, literally, everybody could. If you say you can't, you're full of shit, or you're just a drunk who's delusional, which also means you're full of shit. So, just as an example, you can go right on Facebook. Me and my wife were talking about it the other day. You can go on Facebook Marketplace and look up free items, like free furniture, right? Free furniture. It's going to cost you your time. It's going to cost you your energy. It's going to cost you your transportation to go get it. But ultimately, look, there's a lot of couches on Facebook that are free. You go pick it up, bring it back to your place, scrub it, clean it up, put it on Facebook. You might get 150, 200. Who knows? You're just going to picking up somebody's problem, taking care of it, cleaning it up, and then making some money on it. Like, there's endless opportunities like that. I mean, that's small scale when you're only making $100 or so. But who doesn't need extra money? Like, if you add up different little ways to make money and you figure out one that's really knocking the shit out of the park for you, why not? But people get so caught up in their everyday life thinking, there's not opportunities because they don't have money, they don't know the right people. Bullshit. Go out and talk to people. That's why I always go out and talk to people, because just the other day, we're in a furniture store looking at furniture. And even though the guy might not be at the level that I need him to be at, I'm talking to one of the salespersons in there, and I start talking to him about life. And they say, he tells me he's a writer. He's a published writer. He's got books on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. I'm like, oh, what do you think? You could take a movie script and turn that into a book format? And he said, yeah, I think I could do that. I mean, that's pretty easy. You already have the story. And so that was an opportunity just from talking to somebody that I could potentially, actually, my wife's going to do it for me, though. She said she wanted to do it, so I'm giving her like the first shot at it, and she's actually really creative anyway, so I'm sure she's going to knock it right out of the fucking park. But to take my movie script and turn it into a book format, right? But had I not spoke up and talked to that man, just a random stranger in the furniture store, I would have never known. And so my point is, there's people, there's networking, there's opportunities. You got to go out there and speak up. If you're the fucking person that sits around with your mouth closed, you'll never ever get fed. You'll never ever get more opportunities. You just be fucking withering away, living this one little miserable fucking life until they put you in the dirt. The fuck? No, no, thank you. No, thank you. Let me see what type of comments we got on there. I've been on a good rant for 40 minutes. I barely stopped talking. Kathy Hughes, what's up? Tell your wife we're waiting for her to speak as well. She's over there editing her YouTube channel right now. Let me see. She's editing her. She's on her phone. She ain't gonna give me her phone. She don't like me. She don't like me playing with the phones while I'm driving. So you got two people back to back said they love this show and they want to hear you speak. Here, two people. Look, Shayla, I'm not sure how to say it. She said, I love the show. We want her to speak too. You guys are really inspirational. Tell your wife we're waiting on her to speak. You never know who your story and struggle will inspire. RJ, I heard that, man. Your name sounds real familiar. I don't know if that's just your screen name. Oh, I know what it was. I knew a dude named RJ when I was in jail. He's from Jacksonville too, right? I'm gonna tell you guys a good story. I got a bunch of stories, and sometimes it just takes a little reminder. So it's a dude named RJ Carey. Ruben, that's his name, Ruben Carey. He's out of prison now too, I'm pretty sure, unless he went back. And most people, 85% of the people that get out of prison go back to prison. But I'm gonna tell you guys a story about it. RJ got put in prison. He got put on a work crew where you go out and clean the side of the road, kind of like where we're at right here, right? You just take them out random fucking places, clean the side of the road. So he was working on a cleanup crew. So when you're minimum security in prison, and you don't have a lot of time left, they'll take you off prison grounds and let you go out and work around the city or out in the country somewhere, cleaning up shit, right? RJ's out there working. He hit it. He escaped. He took off and he got away. And here's the crazy part. The man was gone for a few years. Like me, I was only gone for one day. Of course, they had a huge team of people chasing me, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but I just recently was in contact with the guy that gave me a ride after I escaped. Like, I paid the guy to give me a ride, young guy. He just contacted me on Facebook and told me, hey, man, I'm the guy that gave you a ride. And we started talking. And he said that, and I never knew this, that the corrections, the Department of Corrections put out a memo. So obviously they're looking for us. We're escaped prisoners. They put out a memo that said, do not approach, shoot. Do not approach them, shoot them. Like, thank God DOC did not catch us. Like, I didn't even know they had that memo out. But Quadrex, I got you, man. Definitely let you be an extra in the movie. You might play a main part. And Quadrex is a very interesting character. Got good screen presence. So RJ Carey, right? Prison in Russia is no joke. Yeah, I know that's right. So I'm in Duval County Jail. I was in there for about like 2.5 years, and you see a lot of people come and go. I see a lot of people that I know because, I grew up in Jacksonville. A lot of the people I knew were always into some type of bullshit. They go to jail. So the revolving door people. One day this guy comes limping. He's limping, like dragging his leg up in there. I'm like, what happened to buddy? So I end up meeting him. We start talking. And he tells me his story. He was on a work crew and he escaped. And he was gone for a couple of years. 2 or 3 years. I don't know the exact time. He's got a wife. He's got kids. He's doing the family life. He's still in Jacksonville, though. Crazy thing, right? He's in Jacksonville. He's living. He's working. He was selling cars. He's actually he's a good talker. And he said he was doing good selling cars. He was at work one day. At work in Jacksonville. He was the first person in the dealership. And he said a work crew, a prison work crew drove by. And one of the guys on the prison work crew, a prisoner, not the police, a prisoner. Like, listen, man, any of this, the don't snitch, don't tell, the code, whatever people think, like the old day shit, man, they ain't on that no more. These dudes are telling. They will tell on their mother, their grandmother, sister, cousin, child. Doesn't matter. People are telling. Like, if you can't do the time, don't be out there fucking around, because they want to go sit right in the prosecutor's office and tell everything they know and shit they don't know, make up shit, just telling people to get their sentence dropped. So my point is, the prison work crew rides by. One of the prisoners see RJ. And he tells, hey man, there's Reuben Carrig, the guy that escaped a couple of years there. So they call the police, obviously. Jacksonville Sheriff's Office comes. When he sees him, he takes off running. Dog jumps the fence, coming right behind him. Dog hit him right in the ass. Like when the dog gets you, your ass is going down. Period. So the dog gets him down and is like latched on cheek and his thigh, and is chewing on him. Like he's down, he's done. He done gave up. He tells the police, "You got me," and the police lets the dog keep chewing his ass. You know, like you heard the term chewing somebody's ass. The dog is literally chewing the man's ass to the point it messed. Like this dude's permanently fucked up, like messed up. And so the cop finally gets the dog off of him. And listen, I'm not like condoning people escaping from prison. I escaped from prison, should have never done it. I'm not condoning committing crimes. I'm also not condoning police officers who are trained in law to enforce the law. I don't condone them to break the law. The man's down, he done gave up. You got him. Handcuff him, take him in. You got him. You captured one, right? Good for you. You go home and tell your wife about it. You're a big man. Your dog ran the man down, bit his ass off, and you cuffed him. But instead, the man lets the dog keep chewing him. Sorry about that, man. I had a phone call. Can you guys still hear me? When he gets Reuben back to the car, the guy's standing there. He's handcuffed with his hands behind his back, leaning against the cop car, and the cop hits him, boom, with an elbow right in the face. He falls face forward because his hands are behind him. He can't catch himself, and he lands face down on the ground, and just blood is pouring out of his mouth. It was on camera at the dealership. Like he's handcuffed, leaning against the cop car, and luckily they had it on video. I don't know whatever like the turnout of the case because he was putting a lawsuit against them. Obviously, he's going back to prison as well, but he was putting a lawsuit against Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. I don't know whatever happened with that, but come to find out, that same officer had multiple use of forces on people where he's letting that dog chew people's ass up. Like, what? Dude, you're supposed to be enforcing the law and you're running around out here like a fucking savage criminal chewing people's asses off. Like, he needs to be put down. At least he needs to go take his ass to jail. Like, you want to go out here and put people in jail for doing shit, but yet you want to run out here and permanently disfigure people and fuck people up. Like, the dog got the man, and then he's handcuffed, and you just fucking look. If you just hit somebody, punch somebody, your ass is going in for assault. This man's handcuffed, and he elbows him and drops his ass straight onto his face. Like, is that not assault? Is that not a chargeable offense? Yes, it is. But because they wear a badge and they're part of this system, rare is it that they get held accountable to that shit. And the crazy thing is to not be held accountable when you are trained in this law of accountability. Like, you're supposed to be out here holding the public accountable. You know the law better than most people, yet you're breaking the law every damn day. How backwards is that shit? Doesn't make any sense, man. My wife puts her headphones to when I go on Savage Rant. She's got her headphones on because she's editing a video, and the music that she's using to edit her videos can't play in the background because I'm on a YouTube video, so they'll give you a copyright strike, which is why she put her headphones on. I told her at first it was okay, but I'm actually glad she did put them on because I don't need any more copyright strikes. I got one copyright strike. Her and I were walking through a farmer's market a long time ago, and they just had music playing in the background. No big deal. Bitches hit me with a copyright strike, man. Yeah, rats are telling big time, man. Like, it is nothing like when you hear people talk about like a code of silence, being honorable, being loyal to your homies. Oh, bullshit. They're telling from the bottom to the top. Yeah, just look at 1090 Jake the other day. He put out a dude's paperwork. One of the dudes, I don't know what his name was, some rapper. He got caught up in a big case. He's straight up telling on people ASAP, right off top. I mean, it happens every damn day. People are not loyal out there. Like, figure out a way. If you're in the streets doing shit, if you're breaking the law, doing whatever type of shit you're doing, figure out another way, man. There's always another way. Like, you really just got to put your head down, do some research, believe in what you're doing, keep trying. It might not work the first time, it might not work the 10th, 20th time. But if you fucking keep trying, you'll figure it out eventually. You might lose a few things along the way, but that's part of it, man. That's just part of it. Quadrate said he had 2 cops throw me backwards while cuffed onto concrete because I was too strong for them. They didn't show up at the court, and I beat the charges, false charges. That's just crazy, man. I mean, the bad thing is that they were able to do that and get away with it. That's what's bad. Like, thank God you beat the charges. But the fact that they could do that, like, you can't go around and do that and get away with it. You can't do that. And let them see you do that to somebody, you and a group of your friends, because it's always them and one other one or 2 other ones, which is a gang. They're like gangs with a badge. They can go around beating people, murdering people. They murder people in prison frequently, and they still do it to this day and get away with it based upon officer statement. That's the thing. Based upon an officer statement. What ain't just an officer statement. They all get together and write the same backup corroborating statement that says, whatever they did was justified. And they get away with it day after day. Now, I ain't talking about just like some petty little crime or smacking somebody around. I'm talking about murder, taking a person's life daily. Like, that shit is not cool. Yeah, I'm glad you guys finally got to meet her too. Vet Junkie, what's up, man? It's kind of funny because you're telling the story and she's stone cold, like she can't even hear you. No, when she is editing her videos, she don't pay no attention to me. Like, she's way more focused than I'm able to focus. Like, I'll be studying something, a little noise I hear, and it's from living that way for years. Like, if I hear something, there's a shift over here, a shift over there, a noise, somebody moves, the wind blows, I'm paying attention, I'm looking. And it's honestly, it's distracting. I wish I was like, had her focus, because when she's locked in focused, she was like that when she was working too. When she would come home, she had to do like her paperwork. Man, when she's locked in working, you're not distracting her. And, she got good work ethic and good focus, man. Yeah, 100%. Hey, I did not even know that the phone would work all this way. The interior in this car is super nice, man. I actually bought this car because of the interior. I was driving. I was over by like Los Angeles, and I was like, man, I got to get a new car. Actually, the car I had was really nice, but my wife got a new car, a new AMG. I was like, oh man, her car. I don't know if you guys seen it. Before this, it was a BMW X6. It was wrapped in like a chameleon wrap. It had big rims on it. It was a nice car. Even had interior similar to this one, but it was not an M series. It was just an X6. Really nice car, but performance. When my car was parked in the driveway, and then her SUV was parked beside my car, and I would come out and look at it, I was like, this fucking car is like growling at my car. It's like intimidating my car. I'm the man, and I got this little car over here, and her car is growling at my car, intimidating my car. I said, we cannot be having this. This is not good. And so I started looking online. I said, because she loves Mercedes, I love them as well, but I've always been more of a BMW fan. And I was like, oh, okay, I got to get M series now. We got to step it up. He can't be over here growling at me. My little car's over here with his tail tucked between his legs. I'm scared. The wheels are shivering when I come outside. Like, no. So I was in LA and I started looking, and there was not many of these X5 M series available at the time. And so I found one. It was in San Diego. I told the dude, hey man, I'm on my way coming down there right now. But anyways, my point was the interior is really important, because you're inside your car more than anything. Like, you're not standing outside looking at it, you're driving in it. And so interior is really important. In fact, my wife's car, she wanted her interior red. There was none available. It took a while to find that car. The interior in that car is like, I think mine's nicer. Don't tell her. But hers definitely is fire. That red color in it is it's beautiful. Her infotainment shit though is just for it. The car is my car is way faster. Like I went by her one time and it blew the turbo sign off of her car. Like it was laying over there in the grass. It was like, what the fuck just passed me? And she was like, babe, you blew the turbo off of my car. No, seriously, it's like way faster. Not a little bit, but a lot faster. But her interior, her infotainment, the dash, the screen is like one big screen that goes across the dash. Man, that car is very nice. It's super nice. Yeah, she heard that. She don't like me talking about her car. She made a video the other day. I don't know how to put her channel in here because I'm driving, but I would share her channel. She made a video of our dogs running through the yard, and then she put like BMW on one and Mercedes on the other one, and then had like the car engine revving up, and like the dogs were racing through the yard. And the dog that was winning, she put Mercedes on it. I was like, we both know that's not true. Like, however, her channel is about the dogs, our two little Pomeranian dogs. She like all the trending stuff, all the trending music, the little dances and the funny stuff. She attaches that to the dogs, and she's like, what she's doing right now is editing, and she's like really good at it. Whenever she digs into something, she digs into it like deep. So she's doing a really good job with it. Actually doing a really good job. What is the name of your channel? I'm gonna find the name of it for you guys. And anybody that wants it. This little Camaro with a V6 just blew past us. You can tell it's a V6 too by the way it sounded. It sounded like some angry bees inside of a can. I'm gonna show you the channel name. She's getting it right now. I'm gonna put it Quadrex. If you can find it, man, that'd be huge, huge. Yeah, let me show them real quick. Actually, perfect timing. It says Genda's Palms, Gindas, Genda's Palms, Poms, and then it's like it's like shorts. Like look at this one. You can't really see it because of the damn glare. But the little dogs are hilarious, man. Like it's called Genda's Palms, Gindas Palms. But because her channel's new, it might be kind of hard to find. Yeah, check it out for sure, man. Yeah, some of the V6s sounds nice. They do sound nice. Yeah, appreciate it, Nathan. She'll definitely appreciate that. She's like on it, like, and then it's so funny. She calls her people survivors, not subscribers. Like every day, she's like looking. She's like, "Oh, I still got this many survivors." Like, I don't know who all has a YouTube channel on here, but before YouTube Shorts, when you just got regular channel, regular posting long content video, it was hard as fuck to even get 100 subscribers, 2, 3, 400, like difficult. But with shorts, it puts your content out in front of a lot more people. So thankfully, oh, there you go. He found it. He put it on there for you.
Well, thank you.
She said thank you. I don't know if you guys could hear her or not. She said thank you. See, we're in traffic, man. This is what I was talking about whenever my windshield got broken on the way here. This is what when I did the U-turn, we were sitting in this traffic going out here. Thor, what are you doing? Come here. No, they were talking about it. Here's the other one, Rocky. He's like, oh no, you're not cannot leave me back there. Look at him. Oh, there you go. Look. Furry little things. They go everywhere with us, man. They travel across the country with us. They ride in the car a lot. If you said the word, do you want to go? They go freaking nuts, man. Hey, Quadrate said I just subscribe because he's a survivor. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Guard dog on duty. Toolbox is safe. Take the hand off a burglar. Only thing these dogs would do to a burglar. She made a video too about it. Like if anybody was to break in the house, I would want to know that I got a guard dog. And then it shows one of the little dogs just sitting there and his ears poke up. It was super cute. The only thing these dogs right here are going to do is lick you slap to death. They ain't even like a little chihuahua that'll bite you. You know, a chihuahua will nip your ass. A chihuahua will leave you like pissed off at little dogs. Like, a chihuahua will still, they're little, but damn, they got like the heart of a great white or a lion. Like they think they're ferocious and they will nip your ass too, bite you, break your skin. Yeah. So, but these dogs, the only thing they want to do is lick you. This one that I'm holding right now, he wants to lay up down. He'll lay on his back. You'll see it on the video. If you guys go on our channel, he flips upside down. He wants you to pet him, rub his belly. Like if you're outside with him or you come up to him, he'll just flip upside down. He's like, rub my belly. They're fun little dogs, man. Definitely bring a lot of entertainment and joy to our life. V6 and a Camaro should be illegal. I agree, man, 100%. I had a Camaro back in the day. That was one of my all-time favorite cars that I had too. It was a 1984 Camaro. I think it was the 84. It was the IROC. And the car had a lot of work done to it. I put a different engine in it, different transmission in it. It was lowered down, but it had beautiful, like it wasn't the original paint job, but it was painted back original with the IROC logo down the side. This car was fucking nice. The problem was when it got lower, when it had it lowered down, it had so much torque. When it was shifting gears, it would break a drive shaft. I guess that's what the problem was. I don't remember. I just know it kept breaking the drive shaft. And then finally what I had to do was take it to a drive shaft specialist who actually cut the drive shaft and shortened it. They said because when it got lowered down like that, the amount of travel was shortened. And with the amount of torque that the engine had, it just kept snapping it. Wow. Like you hit the gas and fucking drive shaft breaks. You ain't going nowhere then. You're on the side of the road looking crazy. Car looked cool. Jazz on the side of the road. Oh, the lake looks like it got more water in it. It did. It's under the dock now. You see it? We're getting close to the property, man. Jenda's Palm. Subscribe for awesome palm videos. Hey, man, I appreciate you doing that. She said thanks. Definitely appreciate anybody that subscribes. Anybody that becomes a survivor of Jenda's Palms. We greatly appreciate it. Like, she's definitely committed to growing her channel. She puts out a lot of videos too. I think you got 100 videos now? Yeah. She got 100 videos that she's already made in like a short amount of time. And she's learning as she goes too. So that's the cool thing. She's always trying to go back and reanalyze the shit. Like, how can she do it differently, improve it? She's doing a good job with it. And she's enjoying doing it too. So that's cool. And you heard what Quadrate said. You can enter to win the bike at that site right there. And here's the best thing, like, to me, is you can enter to win with a t-shirt, or you can enter Heisen Blue. She said thank you. Somebody else said they subscribed to you. She said thank you. You can enter to win, but you can also get the mindset training program. Basically, it's a PDF. I mean, it's 200 and something pages. I'm definitely going to be redoing that program soon. Nevertheless, it's a win. Like anybody, if you enter to win the program, I'm enter to win the bike right now, and you get the program. When I update the program, I turn it more into a video style program. It's going to be a little bit shorter because 250 pages. The statistics of people going past first chapter on any type of book are real short, real small. And so doing a little bit of research on that, like, to me, it's like, read it. This content is amazing. Apply it. It works. But most people don't read the entire thing. So I'm definitely going to be revamping the whole entire program. But anybody that enters right now, if you enter and you get the program now, when I update it, you'll still have access to the new program is what I was really saying. And I'm making, I hired somebody today to like redesign my website so that it looks cleaner, more professional. I'm going to have more products on, more merchandise, because this is a brand that we're growing. Fuck your thoughts of negativity, right? Now, the problem is, the only problem with my brand is that when you advertise from Facebook and the word fuck is in there, they'll flag it. They won't advertise it. So I'm actually going to have different sections. I'm going to have fix your thoughts of negativity. Hey, who can flag that? Facebook cannot flag that. Fight your thoughts of negativity. Forget your thoughts of negativity. What was the other one? Fight, fix, forget. I don't remember the other one. There's 4 different ones that don't say fuck your thoughts of negativity. But ultimately, that's what I stand on. It's just like, fuck your thoughts of negativity. Like, if you're stuck in that negative state, you're fucking off and wasting your time. And so I'm going to make a members only area on the site. And in order to get any of the merch that we have, t-shirts, we're going to have hats, like the hat she's got on right now. We're going to have hats like that. We're going to have hoodies, all the different type of merch, you know, that people have, trucker hats as well. If you want the ones that say fuck your thoughts of negativity, you're going to sign in and create a what did I just call it? Member. You become a member of the site, and then the members get special access to the merchandise that won't be available on the rest of the site, right? Is she as motivated as I am? She's motivated in a more methodical, calculated way than me. I'm just like, fuck, let's go. I'll put a blindfold on and run across the street because I think I can make it. She's not going to do that. She's like, no, wait, we got to calculate this. You need to take the blindfold off. We can make it, but we need to examine this first. For me, I'm just more wide open. Let's go. I can do it no matter what. So we're on 2 different ends of the spectrum when it comes to that. And really, that's like a really good balance, because if we were the same, we might run off the side of the planet. Like, you know, if she was as carefree with her motivation and belief that let's just fucking go, it would probably be dangerous. So she keeps me grounded in that aspect. And then from my side, you know, she's seeing different things from my side that she's never been really exposed to. So yeah, there you go. I'm gonna get out and open this gate. No, stay on. Go in the back. So anybody that's on here right now, if you don't know, my wife and I bought 2 rental properties, our first rental properties, several months back, earlier this year. When we first came here, this place was just like a huge overgrown mess. We've not been back to the property since we rented them to people. But this is it. This is the properties right here. It's 2 older houses, side by side. It goes way back. There's a lake in the back. But I'm not going to drive through there because, well, actually there is somebody's car back there. But we did ask that they not really drive between the house. However, it's, you know, it is what it is. I don't really see it hurting anything. But we're going to get off, man. I'm going to make video of whatever the fuck's going on with this water pump and then turn that into an actual video. But I appreciate everybody that's on here. Thank you for subscribing to my wife's channel, my beautiful little darling.
Thank you.
Y'all heard her. Even way more beautiful when she smiles. We might be stuck in the car for a while. All right, man. Keep your guys' head up. Fight on. Never let nothing fucking hold you down.